year in, year out, it was trundled out. And of course, theatre was changing, tastes were changing, but the production didn't change. And it did become, at times, a slightly tired ritual.
A ritual?
Maybe you were getting past your sell-by date.
Last Christmas, the Panto was on at the casino for the 72nd time since its first performance in 1904.
What is your name?
Wendy, Moira, Angela, Darling. What's yours?
Peter Pan.
I just don't get it. If I was a boy in the movies, why was I still being played by a girl on stage?
Second to the right and straight on till morning.
The history of production of Peter Pan in the 20th century made the play into more and more and more of a pantomime. And of course, with a woman in the title role, it had to become that. There was no way it couldn't.
Ready?
I don't have a problem with pantomime.
Yes, he begins to look at you, doesn't he? In a silly sort of way.
I personally like to make people laugh. I don't like them just to be sort of one-dimensional, just villain all the time. But as I said, you are able to play the villain, but you also are able to be quite funny, and you can address the audience. And I say little rhymes to certain ladies I pick out because he's a bit of a charmer.
I don't like hooks when they're played to be just funny, and the sort of saying to the audience, love me really, you know, even though I'm wicked. I like the ones that are really scary and really wicked.
The test of hook is whether you get booed or not. To make him safe, I made him incompetent. In other words, you knew that this man was a terrifying monster who couldn't cut it. And so when he did the exit from the poison scene, poison! I got the cloak and I threw it round my shoulder and it flew off into the wings. Got a huge roar. So I had to rush back and pick up the cloak, throw it again, it went off into the wings. And but by the balance of incompetence and monsterdom, if you like, it worked.
Proud and insolent youth! Prepare to meet thy doom!
My memories of Peter Pan were very disturbing. I went to see it when I was 7 or 8, and I saw one of the Christmas shows. I didn't see J.M. Barrie's version of the great play. I saw a musical with a middle-aged woman playing Peter Pan, and a little girl called Wendy who said she was in love with this woman who looked like my mum, which I thought was weird, and then a man in a dog outfit pretending to be a dog, pretending to be a nanny, and just the whole thing didn't make any sense.
I'm not surprised he was confused. You know, Tink, it took nearly 80 years before the Royal Shakespeare Company got it right. For the first time, I was being played by a grown-up actor. On stage.
Peter, how old are you?
I don't know. But quite young, Wendy. I ran away the day I was born.
Ran away? Why?
Because I heard my mother and father talking of what I was to be when I became a man.
And it was like seeing all the layers of dirt and dust stripped away from some old painting. Suddenly, I would say in the 80s, we discovered why Peter Pan is a great play.
Peter is a boy. He's a boyish little boy. He's a wicked, mischievous, evil little tyke. The Pan part of his name alludes to the wicked, devilish, goat-legged, cloven-footed earth god. And he's got to have something of that mischief, evil, naughtiness, craziness about him.
What's this evil goat stuff, Tink? I just want to have fun forever. Is that such a crime? Just making other people happy?
The end of 1987 is the end of the copyright on J.M. Barrie's Peter Pan. It's a sad blow for Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital, which was bequeathed the royalties on the book and the play by the author.
Can you believe it, Tink? We'd all been there, working for the hospital since 1929, and it was going to be taken away in one swipe. Luckily, I had friends in high places. Lord Jim Callahan came to the rescue.
I really doubt very much whether any parent would begrudge the odd one halfpenny of the admission price that was contained in the ticket if they knew it was going to Great Ormond Street.
He changed the law so that Gosh, that's the Great Ormond Street Children's Hospital, carried on getting the dosh. You get it, Dick? Gosh, dosh.
Very funny.
So here we are, 100 years later. Look at the gear those kids have.
I've got my own mobile phone.
Oh yeah? Well, I've got a radical custom-built skateboard. See you later. Look at me!
Here we go again. Anything else you want to brag about?
Only my move into theme parks, Tink. I've got my own ride in Euro Disney.
Oh, isn't that sweet?
And now I'm what they call a brand. My ambitions are global domination.
Oh, give me a break.
My publishing empire stretches from Turin to Tokyo. And did you know, Tink, that in Japan you're known as Kling Clang?
I like it.
Isn't it amazing, Tink? To think we've had a century of starring roles in a story that's got a little bit of everything. Fairies, Indians, and pirates.
Peter Pan. This is all your doing.
I, James Hook. It's all my doing.
Proud and insolent youth. Prepare to meet thy doom.
There's no escape for you! If you show us the truth!
And every time they make a movie or play out of my story, it earns money for the hospital. A one-boy bonanza, that's me.
Don't forget you couldn't have done it without Inky.
I don't think J.M. Barrie ever realised what a wonderful gift he was giving to that hospital. Not only financially, but the fact that Peter has become his hero.
All I could really say is thank you very much, Peter.
No problem, lady. I like happy endings, just like the Inky Man when he came to the end of my story. Wendy wanted to go back to her mum and dad, but I wanted her to stay. I didn't say so at the time.
As usual, you did as she wanted. Anyway, I led the way back just to make sure that no one got lost.
Such a year.
Of course, we all still meet up each year in the hospital to play that last scene.
You don't feel you'd like to say anything to my parents, Peter, about a very sweet subject?
No, Wendy.
It's a show in which, ideally, in any performance, I think the eyes of the adult should meet across the heads of the children. Mothers and fathers should look at each other rather nervously and warily, while the child is entirely wrapped up in the narrative. That's its magic.
Let me adopt you.
Would you send me to school?
Yes.
And then to an office?
Well, I suppose so.
Soon I should be a man.
No one's going to catch me, lady, and make me a man. I want always to be a little boy and have fun. Hey, that looks like fun. I'm going to join in.
No, Peter, don't! That's not a real game. It's inside a computer.
Don't be daft. All games are real. Doesn't matter where they are.
Oh, no. You've been in there for hours now.
Tink, I can't get out. Help, where's the door?
What's going on up there?
Oh no, I'm stuck. Help, Tink. I'm over here.
Happy birthday, Peter Pan.